Hi folks, this is Vered. I'm here with Mass Support Network. I wanted to share a drawing exercise that I picked up in college, something that I used to do a lot. It's pretty fun. You can do this no matter what your skill level. It's really just an exercise about, it's like an exercise basically. You just practice it. It's not about what result you get. If you want to get a good result, you might have to do it for a while. But I just enjoy it for the exercise. It's called Focused Skyline. And if you can't go outside, if you don't have a particularly interesting view from your window, you can also pull up a skyline on your computer or whatever device you have. I picked this view of Boston. And all you need is any kind of paper. I have a nice sketchbook, but you don't need to have anything this fancy, and just whatever utensil you want, pen, pencil. This is about the exercise of doing it. This is not about the result. So if you get a pen and you mess it up, it's fine. It's about building the muscle of hand-eye coordination. So how this works is you have a skyline that you're looking at, and typically I would be looking up. So my eye line would be definitely further away from my sketchbook, and it would be easier not to cheat. So it's a little harder this way because I can sort of see the paper out of the corner of my eye. But the idea is I have my skyline that I'm looking at, and I'm not looking at my paper. So we have the skyline here. It doesn't really matter where I start because I won't be looking at my paper. You'll be seeing both, and then I'll show you how it comes out at the end. So I used to do this a lot. I haven't done it in a while, so I am not expecting great results. I'm pretty rusty, so that'll be some encouragement for you folks that it doesn't need to be perfect in general, and certainly not the first few times you do it. Like I said, this is really about the exercise itself. When I first picked up this exercise, I was going to college in another big city, not Boston, but another big city. And so we had really interesting skylines to work from. We were walking around on the streets and drawing focused skylines, not looking at our sketch pads. And it was a lot of fun. There's a lot of skyline silhouette art out there, and those are pretty neat. And so if you want something that you can put on your wall later, then this is an interesting subject matter to go with and an interesting method. So this is what I've got for a skyline. It's actually not bad. So you can see about where I stopped in my sketching. You can leave this as is. You just do it as an exercise. If you want, you can give it a wash of any sort of paint, watercolor, acrylic, either the sky or the base of the city. You can leave it as is. You can color it in. Do whatever you like. It's a nice silhouette. It doesn't have to be art to be fun. One of the things that I like to tell people is it doesn't have to be therapy to be therapeutic. It doesn't need to be clinical treatment to be helpful. If it helps you cope, it's a good way to stay sort of grounded and work on focusing on what you're looking at and interpreting it, and not looking at your result until you're done. I quite like it, so I hope you do too. Maybe you'll give it a try.